Hello, and oh my goodness, it's here, guys. This is the time that we've been building up to, the moment that we've been waiting for. It is happening now. The shift is happening. The frequencies are pouring in. Times, they are a-changing. And for all of my listeners that have been here for years now, listening to these transmissions, you've been through it with me through thick and thin. We've been building up to this. The Pleiadian messages have been building up to this historic and pivotal moment in our history as the human collective. And to all those new viewers, hi, welcome. It's so lovely to have you here. So this is the season 2 finale of Into the Blue channeling with myself, Sarah Evans. This is where I channel the Pleiadian group of 9 and all of their lovely multidimensional friends. And we've been building up to all of this, really. I have a bridge contract in my soul contract in this lifetime. So I'm here to share messages, to bridge the realities, if you will, the civilizations, if you will, between the multidimensionals that are our friends, the ETs that are watching and wishing us well through all of this huge ascension process as the human collective ascends from 3D through 4D into 5D frequencies. And this is it, guys. The month of July, July 2026, is where it's all happening. And I'm recording this in the first week of July. I'm purposefully recording this prior to the 4th of July because, as we all know, as intuitives, psychics, channelers, astrologers all know, the 4th of July weekend 2026 is going to be super intense. And so I am taking I'm deciding to record this prior to that. And so if you're wondering why am I not talking about X or Y of what's happening, that's the reason why. It's for my own my own mental stability to record this. But I am recording this in the first week of July energies. And the energies have been pouring in, haven't they? I have felt so much ascension symptoms. And I sent to my list, I sent to my list a particularly long email this time, basically leading them through all of what I've been receiving and all of what my spirit team I've been advising for this week. I actually am wearing carnelian and citrine bracelets. I'm clinging on to my pyrite for dear life. I've got my gold stone here as accompanying me through this. And so if you're feeling super intense, you might be feeling amazing. You might be feeling pure joy. And I'm so glad if you are. I'm so glad if you're feeling really high vibe because this is an incredibly exciting time to be alive, right? You incarnated into this lifetime for now. You're in the right place at the right time, and it's absolutely go time. And so if you're feeling excitement energy, lean into that. That's marvelous. I've been told to enjoy July. Don't fight it. Don't fight the frequencies because there is no fighting this. The shift is happening and we can't fight it. All we can do is flow with it. And on threads. So I've been more active on threads lately. And so hi to people that have found this podcast via threads. But over on threads, I'm doing for the whole month of July a daily grounding techniques post because that's what I've been told, that's what I've been receiving to keep grounding down. Okay, keep hydrated, keep resting, keep grounding down By grounding, for anyone that doesn't know, it means, got your feet on the ground, taking deep breaths, eating grounding foods like potatoes, potato chips or crisps are an excellent choice for this. Getting outside in nature, hugging trees, going barefoot and feeling your feet on the grass, feeling the sun coming down on your skin. Just keeping in the physical reality of the present moment of now is going to help you so much through this. I'm halfway through the breathwork course that I designed for Asaki this time, and it's available to anybody. So it's a live course on Thursdays, but for anyone that's not signed up that would like to do the course, the recorded class recordings are right there, and all of the lovely breathwork exercise individual tracks are right there for you to enjoy and to take solace from. So that's all there and ready for you. Okay, so we've got so much to cover, and the Pleiadians, and I have the Pleiadians here, I have Archangels here, I have Mother Mary here, I have Yeshua here. The whole gang have assembled for you today for this grand season finale. But before we get into it, a couple of housekeeping messages. So this is the grand finale for a reason, because I'm taking a much needed time off. So we're going to be finishing, they're giving me chills as I say this. We're going to be finishing here, and we're finishing right before the shift. And when we meet back up in September time, I'm not going to give an exact date for September. I'm going to leave it a little bit spacious for me to work out exactly when is the best time to come back with season 3. But when we meet back up in season 3, nothing and nobody are going to be the same. You know, we will have shifted. We will be in some regards a new reality, right? No big deal. No biggie. I'm really just going to town and just telling you exactly how it is. But yeah, so we're going to take a break for the podcast, but coming back in September, the private membership videos will continue to roll. So I will be offering in August private membership videos. This is a wonderful time to support me and to support podcasts and to support your own damn self. With signing up for the private membership, because the private membership offers all of the private channel videos. So in the public channelings, the Pleiadian group of 9 share a lot of lovely information, a lot of supportive information. This is a wonderful place to be. But over on the private side, they get much deeper into a lot of more intense topics. Topics that I don't feel comfortable publicly talking about, they get covered in the private videos. Okay. And then alongside that, there is a monthly guided meditation channeled through the Akashic Records and with the Pleiadians, and a monthly remote healing that I send out. You've enjoyed in the public domain, you've enjoyed one of those. I posted the Autorian healing that came through on Learning Live. But yeah, so if you want all this lovely materials, it is for a bargain price of £22, 22 pence a month to be a subscriber. And I'm so grateful for anybody that wants to join us in this lovely community. I did say when we get to 10 people or above, the private membership is going to have a monthly Zoom community call. And I have not forgotten this, and I am stating for the record that we'll still go ahead once we get past the 10 mark. Okay, so please join us. I would love to see you there. And lastly, because I'm taking a lovely family holiday and school holidays off with my child, I am still doing private sessions, but it is a through the month of August, it is only on Thursdays that's happening. So Wednesdays here in Sheffield, UK, I'm doing my in-person sessions through the month of August. And on Thursdays, I'm doing my online private sessions. So that's still happening, but slots are very, very limited, very, very limited. So if you feel called to speak to me, if you feel called to allow me to open your Akashic records, if you feel called to meet with me for a lovely private healing session, the calendar link is below. All right. Okay, so that's the housekeeping out of the way. I guess it's time to get along with the show. Let's speak to all of the people here. It is insane how many people have joined us. We also have the Elohim present. We have members of the Fae realm present. We have the musician Prince has joined us. He's pulling in Robin Williams, the actor. Yeah, there's everybody is here present for this very amazing episode. Clearly, it's all happening. So let's get on started. Oh, and the light just completely changed. So without further ado, let's get started. May I please connect to the Pleiadian group of 9? What's the saying? Yeah, we're here, present. And they're so excited. They're so excited. They're playing the Etta James song At Last. I'm going to give you a little song. They're gonna see my singing, okay? I'm hearing At last, my love has come on home. My loneliness is over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies are full of blue. I can't remember the lyric. My heart is wrapped up in clover. The night I looked at you. Wow. Okay, so the Pleiadians are playing the song At Last with Etta James. And they're saying, yes, at last, the moment is here. This is a page turning, chapter turning, paradigming shift in the human experience and all experience on Earth. And we have over years now come through with channeled messages speaking of new Earth, speaking of 5-dimensional consciousness, speaking of new frequencies and a new paradigm. And we are glad and astonished to declare that this is now the time. During the month of July 2026, the stars are literally aligning. The astrologers have been forecasting this for much time. The planets are forming a basket formation to propel you into the shift. What do we mean when we talk about the shift? We are talking about shifting consciousness, we're talking about shifting dimensions, and we're talking about shifting awareness. This is a wonderful, exhilarating, and exciting time to be alive. And we, the Pleiadians, are urging you to embrace this moment. As Sarah already mentioned, you are here for this reason. You are here at the birth of a new dawn on your beautiful planet Earth, Gaia. And we salute you and encourage you, and we support you and are there for you through this history-making moment. Everyone take a deep breath and breathe in this frequency of excitement, joy, and exhilaration. Breathe it in. You're here exactly at this time. Take part in this and to hold the line for holding the light and new earth consciousness. In the last episode, we shared about the ET presence on earth and about the role that the light workers hold in holding the light and gridding in this new energy. Right now, you're also in the thick of it, and you are feeling all of these new frequencies blasting you down with this excess energy. There's an excess energy that's coming to Earth, and this excess energy is clearing out a lot of the old matrix, a lot of the old paradigm. It's cleansing and clearing out what some of you have known to be Anunnaki and also reptilian frameworks that have gridded humanity in darkness paradigms of lack, of scarcity, of fear, of deep melancholy and sadness. And so this excess energy that's blasting through solar flares and through energies beyond your solar system, raining down into your solar system. We are all holding this line, and we are all sharing this cleansing of Gaia at this time. So please, as much as possible, let these energies pass through you. Many of you have felt the need to remain indoors, and this is for a reason. You know, you've felt the need that you need to rest. You've had trouble sleeping, or you've needed to sleep many, many hours. This is all due to your human carbonate bodies handling these waves of deep, intense frequencies. It's like washing down the plug hole, right? So it's like showering you with light and all of these beams of energy. It's like a shower. Imagine a shower of water, but it's beams of light and it's blasting you, and the water is coming down forcefully. Imagine a power shower, a really intense showering. And down in the bottom, imagine by the drain, by the plug hole, there's all this yuck, this soap suds, this dirty, this darkness that where the shower is forcing this old energy down the plug hole and away. Okay, so that's what's been happening. And you have felt in your physical body, also in your mental and emotional bodies. You've been feeling this deeply, and we've over months and years we have been sharing with Sarah all of these grounding techniques and ways to ease a lot of this frequencies. In fact, the most recent remote Reiki healing for the Into the Blue membership has been with Archangel Hanuel, who's joining us today, has been about holding new frequencies and feeling comfortable in new frequencies. And we urge you, if you haven't subscribed to the membership, this is a really important healing that we advise you to do, and it will help you so much. So I've been sensing you having all of these ascension symptoms, be it strong headaches, be it gastrointestinal distress, be it an overwhelming sense of anxiety or even dread. And we hold you and support you in this, as well as all humans and all animals and plants and trees on the planet going through these intense frequencies. Gaia herself is also experiencing these intense frequencies. And so these frequencies are part of the shift. They're part of shifting the paradigm. And through that, we know and again, we've been forecasting and warning for many, many months about seismic activities, about the hugely destructive earthquakes, volcano activities, and wildfire activities on Earth right now. And we offer so much love and compassion to all those that are struggling and have struggled, and all those that have unfortunately lost their human lives and went over to the spirit side. And we know that the audience here are empaths, are highly sensitive individuals, and you are feeling a lot of deep emotions for all of these lives lost and for all of this destruction. And we want to hold your hand and support you with this. And we support you in the knowledge that all of these events taking place, as harrowing and as hard to watch as it can be, it's a planned part of the process of birthing this new earth and of pushing through the shift, splitting old 3D earth and new 5D earth consciousness. So again, try not to fight it. It's for the highest good of all. And even those that are currently suffering and struggling, we hold you in our hearts, and we want you to know that this too shall pass. It does get easier, it will get better, and by the time we meet again in September, you will feel entirely different, entirely different. Yes. So for all of those feeling strange, feeling peculiar, feeling troubled by all of this, just trust your inner stability and trust your inner strength. I'll say that again. Trust your inner ability, trust your stability, trust yourself, trust your inner knowing and intuition. Trust your clair abilities. Don't fight this, okay? As much as possible, stay in the present moment. Stay in the present moment of your present reality, your direct surroundings. Try not to be troubled by what's happening in other places, in other countries, in other states. Focus on what you can control, what is yours to hold. This is a crucial piece that we would like to convey. And the events of the 4th of July weekend are all about shifting the paradigm and shifting the power out of the hands of those that have been in power, out of the Anunnaki paradigm. This power shift is fiery, isn't it? This power shift is intense. but it's shifting for a reason. It is a much needed shift. And so this 4th of July weekend, this first week of July energy is all about moving the power out of the hands of those that have been keeping the human collective in this duality consciousness of fear, of lack, and rather moving into the paradigm of individual collective power, of everyone incarnated on earth stepping into their own power, their own strength. And the new leaders that will lead you in the future are coming from a very different place, a place of community, a place of leading from within, a place not of ego and not of wishing to enrich themselves or empower themselves, but rather coming from a place of supporting every human being, supporting everyone, supporting the collective, supporting the community. The future is so bright, and we're so excited for you. This is the Pleiadian Group of 9, also known as the Pleiadian Council of Light. And we join you in your celebrations of holding the light. Thank you so much. Okay, so that was the Pleiadian conversation, but there are so many people here that want to come through. I'm actually seeing it's crowded, and I'm actually seeing the different entities that are present for this transmission today, almost like kind of driving it out, like me first, me first. Okay. We're going to take, so this is new for Into the Blue, to take a less multidimensional, more human spirit side speaker. But I have the late great Robin Williams here, and he's dressed as Mork from Mork and Mindy. And he's like this with his arm around the shoulder of Prince, the musician. So Prince and Robin Williams would like to have a word with you. So we're going to let them come on in. And what would you like to share with the group? Robin, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for supporting us all. Okay, so Robin's here in his Mork suit, and he's like, surprise, the ETs are real and here, and he is so excited for all of this. Robin is saying that he wishes he was still with you guys, but he knows that he's on the spirit side for a reason, and through being on the spirit side, he can be with all of you and more, and supporting you at this time. He wants you to remember about the uplifting frequency of comedy. He wants you all to have a laugh, to have a giggle, to laugh out loud, he says. It's time to laugh out loud and raise your vibrations. He says, by all means, put on one of his films or one of his TV shows. Or one, in fact, he's like, yeah, and also I did almost the stand-up, all the stand-up comedy that he did, but he would really love to support you all with raising the vibration of this moment. He's sharing that yes, He's like he realizes that Nanu of it all as Mork was obviously very tongue-in-cheek and very cheesy. But he wants to say that he did know that there's more out there. He goes, there's more out there. Nanu. And so he wishes to confirm that when he was working on Morecambe Mindy, he had it in mind to present. He says to present ETs or aliens, as are commonly known, present them in how they actually are, as loving, caring souls. Yeah. Okay. So that's Robin, and Prince is here, and Prince would like you to vibrate with the frequency of music. He's like, so Prince has he's got his guitar. His guitar is gold and purple, and it's in the shape of the Prince symbol. Okay. And he's here with his electric guitar, and he's like, he's sending it's raining down this music. Of course, there's no surprise I said raining because of purple rain, right? He's laughing. He's laughing with me, and okay, one second, I need to center myself. So Prince, the pair of them are just hilarious. You know, the Robin Williams and Prince, they're just such a great duo. I can't stop laughing. One second. Guys, it just rein it in slightly. I'm gonna have the giggles this whole time. Okay, Prince is here to say, come on, guys, get on your feet, put on that funky music, put on whatever music that you find most uplifting and whatever music you love to dance to. He's like, get up and dance, get on your feet. This is a time for celebration, a time for dance, a time for raising up the frequency of everybody by blasting your favorite tunes, he says. He said so Prince is saying that he put it up to the Pleiadians to play Etta James at the start of this transmission. He wants to bring in more music. Let's hold the line with lots of lovely music. Do you have anything in particular you want people to play? Oh, he says, why don't you play Heal the World by Michael Jackson? He's laughing. He's like, he's saying that obviously in life, him and MJ had this kind of competing energy, and he's saying that they often felt like they were vying for the same downloads, the same music. Between the pair of them, they often felt that if they didn't get in the recording studio and record right away, the other one was going to get it. But he says that now they're all on the other side and they can see it for what it is, and he's happy to suggest MJ's music, and he's showing me about the recent biopic film that got obviously did really well in the box office recently, and he's just like, yeah, this is all part of the plan for this moment in time. Um, it's like it's a new dawn, it's a golden age. I'm not being personally Prince, but he's just like, yeah, guys, it's a new dawn. Let's feel it. Let's feel into this golden age. Let's do this. Let's play the music. Let's have a wonderful time. And Princess, whilst you're vibing to your favorite tunes, your favorite music, he's like, feel into this energy of who you really are. What's your authentic expression? What's who you really are? When you're singing in the shower, when you're dancing in the kitchen, what is the version of you that's the most authentic, that you've often felt like you had to edit yourself, that you had to present yourself in a different way? He's like, it's time to step into this authentic you. You know, this is the time to just step in and focus on who you wish to be. Okay. This is very Leo energy. This is very the Jupiter and Leo of it all, right? It's like this is the time to do what you want to do. Okay. This is the time to just feel into your most authentic expression of who you are, and just live out loud. He says, live out loud, love out loud. Robin is agreeing. He's like, yeah, yeah. Life is all about love, right? So live out loud, love out loud. Prince is like, give a big kiss for his tongues to the person you love. He's like, that's one of the things he misses the most about physical life. Kissing with tongues. In the UK, we call it snogging. Like, the prince is here to say, just snog the person you love. Bring it on, bring it on. Amazing. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's really raised my vibration. I literally cannot stop laughing. All right, Santa. Okay, for Yeshua and Mother Mary are here. Yeshua is saying he's here for you, and he's really here. He's like, go check out the private episode, the private video, if you want to find out what he means by that. But he's here. He's like, he comes in, it's like clearing his throat. He's like, Yeshua is standing here, and he's like, this is the moment where Christ consciousness becomes the default position for all those who are awakened, that know what you're talking about, that are here listening to this transmission. This is the era of Christ consciousness. He doesn't enjoy that term. He doesn't enjoy any of it. The crucifix business, the making a religion of his memory, all of that. But he's like, this is what we know it as. He says he prefers it as love consciousness or unity consciousness. But it's just like, this is the time, this is the era of love consciousness. So bring it on, let's do it. Right. There's so many people. We can't get through it all. I think this is going on for at least 45 minutes at this point. So I'm gonna wrap it up. But from myself, Sarah Evans, here in Sheffield, UK, to the Pleiadians and the Pleiades and in their ships all around planet Earth. Prince Robin Williams, the Archangels, the Elohim, Mother Mary, Yeshua. We all are sending you so much love. So much love. I love you so much. Thank you so much for listening. And I look forward to speaking to you in September when I can say, welcome to New Earth. Bye for now. If you're listening to Into the Blue channeling, please do like and subscribe to receive about our upcoming episodes. For further information, including how to submit your own question for Pleiadians, find us on social media at Into the Blue channeling. See you next time.